Friends, a very big welcome and a namaskar to all of you. So far in our previous episodes, I have been talking mainly about authors and their books. I think by this time we should be doing a little bit of a change. What do you all say? Do I hear a yes? Yes, I heard a yes from all of you. So, today instead of talking about authors, I shall be talking about the film adaptations of famous books. Actually, if you see, books and films go hand in hand because both are actually storytelling, although the format is different. When filmmaking started, the filmmakers needed stories, and from where they will get the stories? From the books. That is why in India and even in Hollywood, the earliest films have been made on the epics like Ramayana and Mahabharata or other mythological stories. In Hollywood, it was mainly the biblical tales which were being made into films in the initial days. As the filmmaking moved from the silent era to talkies, the story requirement also increased. The authors were also being earmarked by the number of their works which were made into films. In fact, I have been telling you regularly in the earlier episodes that these authors, so many have been made into films, etc., etc. If you see what happens if a particular author's book is made into a film, the popularity of the book increases. Again, if the filmmaker makes a film on a particular book, since the book is already known to the public, the appeal of the film will be a little bit more. So in other words, story writers and filmmakers are complementing each other. So far, so good. At this point of time, a question arises in my mind. The question is like this: if one reads a book, it is fine. But if a book has been adapted into the film and if you have not read the book and only seen the film, do you enjoy it equally? Or in other words, you can say that if there is a film version and the book, is it okay to watch the film? In order to probe a little bit more into this, I have actually selected 3 famous books and their film adaptations and will be going a little bit deep into them. These 3 have been taken from Bollywood, Hollywood and our own Tollywood, that is Bengali film industry. I will first go into the English movie. The particular movie that I shall be talking about is adapted from Margaret Mitchell's 1936 novel Gone with the Wind. Gone with the Wind is a classic American novel comprising of 1000 odd pages and written in the background of the American Civil War, which took place in the mid 1860s and the subsequent reconstruction of states. In that background, the central characters are Scarlett O'Hara and Rhett Butler. Both are manipulative shrewd operators and they have been working according to a particular motive. There are other characters along with these 2 central characters, and the book was a famous one. It has brought the Pulitzer Award in 1937 to the author. The film made in 1939 actually was awarded with 10 Oscars out of 13 nominations, and the cast was actually the topmost of the period, including Clark Gable, Vivian Leigh, etc. That both the book and the film were awarded goes a long way to say that both were popular. But does it answer the question that I have put up? Well, let us see what the critics have got to say about it. According to the critics, the film is beautiful, but the book is better. Why do they say so? The critics are of the opinion that the emotional scenes in the books are little scaled down. Scarlett O'Hara's motives are better understood if you read the book. The ending is a bit rushed. So that is why they have given their opinion that the film is beautiful but the book is better. Having watched the film as well as read the book, my view is if you have only watched the movie, you would enjoy better if you also read the book. If you have read the book, you may like to see the movie. Moving on from Gone with the Wind, we come to our own Pather Panchali. You are all aware that Satyajit Ray made Pather Panchali from Vibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay's famous novel published, which was published in 1929, and Satyajit Ray made the film in 1955. As Pather Panchali was Satyajit Ray's first film, Pather Panchali novel was also the first published novel of Vibhuti Bhushan Bandyopadhyay, and as was his forte, Vibhuti Bhushan has been brilliantly portraying the rural Bengal scenes in a fictional village of Nishchintapur and the people there, with Harihar Roy's family the central characters of the theme. Harihar Roy is from a lower middle class Brahmin family, and the story depicts their journey in the village and later on in Varanasi, where they move to have a better life. Most of the story is through the eyes of Harihar Roy's young son Opu and his sister. How Satyajit has treated this particular novel, let us examine. Well, in one sentence it can be said that Satyajit's treatment of Pather Panchali has been masterly, and he has converted the textual language into virtual language brilliantly. How did he achieve it? It was through a very careful and appropriate selection of the cast, although he did not cast any of the top stars of the time in Pather Panchali. All the selections were very appropriate and the characters were beautifully portrayed by the actors. Satyajit's treatment of the rural scenes were also masterly. It appears that there is a telepathy between Vibhuti Bhushan and Satyajit Roy, and they complemented each other. Of course, in later films, Satyajit has proved that he is amongst the world leaders in converting text into visual language. I am not talking about the awards received by Pather Panchali, as you would be all aware of them. Now moving on to Bollywood, and I am talking about Sharat Chandra's famous novel, the novel Devdas. Devdas has been filmed many times, but I will be talking to you about the last version of Devdas, which was filmed by Sanjay Leela Bhansali in the year 2002. Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay had written the novel in 1917, and Devdas is a tragedy in the classical mold with a love triangle between Devdas, the hero, his childhood love Paru, and Chandramukhi, a reformed courtesan. Devdas has been prohibited to culminate his love with Paru by his own family and has taken to drinks and wastes away his life and ultimately meets a tragic end. Sharat Chandra Chattopadhyay has written this book purely from the point of view of human relations with tragedy as the central part of the novel. The story is such that it appeals to the filmmakers, and there have been several adaptations of Devdas in both Hindi and in regional languages. Famous actors, including Dilip Kumar, have enacted the role of Devdas. The 2002 Sanjay Leela Bhansali's version has the star cast of Shah Rukh Khan, Aishwarya Rai, and Madhuri Dixit, who are amongst the best for the time. What Sanjay Leela Bhansali has done is to modify the storyline a bit, keeping in the main story theme of Sharat Chandra, and he has elaborated some of the characters and their roles have been enhanced. And some importance have been given to some characters which in Sharat Chandra's novel were not that important. Devdas, being the costliest made film of the time, had grandeur written all through. The sets were lavish and the treatment was also in a grand scale. Since Sanjay Leela Bhansali has kept the main storyline intact and told the story in his own way, the film was a grand success, and I would say that was the success of him as a virtual storyteller. The viewers who have only seen the film and have not read Sharat Chandra's novel would have a fair idea about what Sharat Chandra wanted to convey, though the filmmaker's idea may not match with Sharat Chandra's idea about the early 1900s, but the film was really grand and was a success. Having spoken about these three films, my conclusion is like this, that whenever a film adaptation is made from the famous novels, we have the choice either to read the book or to watch the movie and enjoy both. But if the movie becomes the book, it has to be the, with the expertise of the filmmaker. Also, I would like to add further that film adaptations will continue to be made from famous novels and books, and we will be getting a choice, and that indeed is great. With this, I think now time to go. Thank you all for being patient with me, and a big namaste, and I will see you definitely in the next episode.